Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. We're doing the next stage in the new batch of SBR stages, which is Revenge. I'm not gonna lie, this stage has given me a little bit of jip. Like, I've died a few times doing this, I'm not gonna lie. And I can't tell if it's me kind of underestimating SBR. Oh, Rainbow Bardock. Is he level 10 Lynx? No, we don't want that one. Is he level 10 Lynx? No, he's getting there though. I'll take the Rainbow Bardock. But yeah, this one, I don't know if it's me underestimating SBR compared to ESBR, or if I'm generally kind of struggling a little bit, or if it's the Revenge category as a whole. Potentially a piece of everything, because Bardock isn't the best unit. I mean, to be fair, the final phase is against Chilled, so he kind of gets to shine a little bit there. You get the immediate transformation, facing a Wicked Bloodline enemy. You've got damage reduction for like 5 turns, additionals, crits, raise attack and defense minimum twice on super. You know, so he does kind of shine then. Before that, in his base, he's just not great. Like, it's crazy because he's only a year old. This is kind of a substitute team I was gonna take, which, I mean, if you don't have Bardock, you could run this. You could run Resurrected Warriors and then run dual Broly leads, and you could probably run Rampant. But for the sake of it, I am going to take Bardock. And plus, I don't know, I kind of want him to prove me wrong as well, that he isn't as bad as I think he is, or just not that great. Of course, Gohan's in his team, which is an absolute brick wall, so which is good. I think I'm going to run Brolys, and I'm going to run Freezers, and then I'm going to run as floaters both Bardocks and Gohan. And then we can put Bardock on main rotation when we face Chilled, and he can kind of shine a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, at least there's an alternative for this one. I said, to be fair, you might even be better off just doing a full Resurrected Warriors team, even though this is, like, instead of running Bardock. Just because I said, up until Chilled, he probably won't be doing a whole lot for you. Just because I said, in his base, he's just not good. Like, he just isn't, unfortunately, which again, he's only a year old, which is mad to say that he's already aged quite badly. When he transforms into Super Saiyan, he's quite decent, and especially if you're facing a Wicked Bloodline enemy and an Extreme enemy, which of course Wicked Bloodline and Extreme enemy go hand in hand because they're both, then he can really shine, which is why I say a Fight Legend Freezer event will kind of revitalize Bardock, the Dokkan first transforming Bardock. But in his base, he's just so useless. Like, he just really is. So yeah, even if you don't have Bardock, I mean, it's not a shame. You're not missing out on much. So I mean, you actually might be beneficial, as I said, even if you do have the Bardock, running a Resurrected Warrior team. And just letting both the Brolys do the work in terms of just damage, and just, of course, with it being SBR, you have 4 items instead of 2. So you just, you know, you have items at your expense. So for the most part, you should be good. Because both Brolys and SBR, like, even here, like, I don't want to use another Rusher, but like I would, but I'm going to use a Whis purely because Bardock is just generally just, he's a risk here. Like, he's just generally a risk. The only thing going for him in his base is that he stacks defense, which obviously in SBR just isn't useful to me, or just isn't useful in general because you're not in it long enough. Other than that, in his base, he's just almost useless. He stacks defense, he doesn't put out the numbers. His links, he needs a linking buddy ASAP, because right now he doesn't really link to anyone. You have the Easy 8 LR Bardock, who's amazing, but guess what? They have the same name. Once they're transformed, I mean, you're better running him with probably someone else. So there needs to be like a new standalone Super Saiyan Bardock unit, or like one of the older Bardocks need an Easy A, like the Super Saiyan Bardocks need an Easy A for him. Because in base, as I said, he just doesn't put out the numbers. He has like a 1 to 2 million attacks that, like, in that range, which in 2021 Dokkan is not great. I'm gonna, do I Usher again? Not Strength Broly's fine. Once he super attacks, he should be fine on basics, but there is some AGL like that. Like, how many times? No, he's only attacking once. Maybe instead I do this. Broly isn't the best at tanking, but I don't know. I don't want to risk it, so I'm going to Whis it. Can we get... Yes, we can. Great. So we're doing big damage to him. I don't remember what these guys are called. I'm not going to lie. It's been a while. I do not remember what they're called in the slightest. And then give Freezer those. So yeah, I mean, in his base, he's just... I said, he doesn't put out the numbers. You're talking like a 1 to 2 million attack stat. With the fact he can stack defense, but a lot of units in the game can already stack defense. So I mean, it's like, is that really anything special, especially when you're not also putting up the damage output as well? Like, what do you actually bring until you're transformed and then potentially facing an extreme or wicked bloodline enemy? So I mean, yeah, I mean, you could bring him, and I said he'll shine a bit at the end phase because you're facing a wicked bloodline enemy and chilled, and you'll get the Super Saiyan transformation off immediately. But in the first 2 phases, non-existent. As I said, like, very useless. So yeah, you might even if you do have him, I said it might be more beneficial just to run a resurrected warrior team. It actually might. We popped a Whis, didn't we? Yes. So we have. We are going to do this because I need to get the Golden Freezer on rotation with this one. Gohan can stay there because I mean Gohan with a Whis is just ridiculous. And yeah, I actually completely forgot the next batch, or these batch of SBR stages are for the SBR Strength Trunks, which I forgot about him. Like, I really do like his art. His art is so nice. Like, I really do like how they're based off like manga panels and stuff, and like manga art. It is so nice. He's actually not a bad unit either from what I've seen. His damage output is quite nice as well for a free-to-play unit from SBR that we have to grind to do. Like, all you have to do is grind and get him. So yeah, I completely forgot that he was getting added to the game. So there is that, which is yeah, I kind of completely forgot that he was coming to the game. Like, I don't know why, or don't know how, I completely forgot about him. Like, just completely, that he even existed. But this is where Bardock's going to shine. You're still going to be a floater for me, boy. But at least you can, you know, at least now he's going to get his built-in additional, so he'll be super attacking at least twice. The friend one potentially might super attack 3-4 times because he has, well, fully rainbowed and he has built-in additionals anyway now. Going to be critting. 5-turn damage reduction as well, which is going to help because he does have type advantage here. We're going to Usher though, because I don't want Broly taking all of those. So we'll do this. We will do... just give you those to bring the orbs down, and then we'll give you those. So yeah, I mean, Bardock's going to be good here in this phase, but as I said, prior to that, because he's going to be in his base form, he's just going to be kind of next to you. I mean, you've kind of seen it as the video's gone on. He hasn't really done much. He's just been there. Like, that's literally, he's just purely just been there. And even then, even though he does have damage reduction, and I think his defense is like 100%, I think he gets on defense from his passive. Even then, he'll probably still take a bit of damage on this phase purely because he has type disadvantage here, which, I mean, the more, even in Super Saiyan, he only gets just above a 2 million attack stat. Like, he really does need a linking buddy to help him out. But at least he's getting guaranteed additionals and crits. I actually can't remember if this is my one or the friend. But if it's the friend one, then, I mean, my one would, but there's more chance of the friend one getting another additional here. It must be the friend one, or mine's just, we've got incredibly lucky with RNG, but I actually don't remember which Bardock's here right now. This is a decent turn. The only problem is first form Freezer will take a little bit of damage here, so even though we don't need to heal, I'm still going to pop the snake. As I said, he'll probably take a little bit of damage that I kind of don't want to risk because we're almost done. And this is another reason why, again, I'm probably overestimating some of the... I'm sorry, not overestimating. Underestimating SBR, because I'm so used to ESBR, because, like, I'm so used to only having 2 items that I completely forgot that SBR, you have 4 half the time, like, while I'm doing the stage or taking on the stage. Because I'm like, oh, I need to save an item. In my head, I'm like, I'm on the final phase, Chill's almost dead, and I have 4 items in total. So I still have, a couple of items left. I have 2 of each. So yeah, I mean, you can be a little bit more lenient with team building in SBR, of course, because of course it's just not as difficult as the SBR. So yeah, you know, you can be a little bit more lenient. I'll transform you just because we can. Yeah, you can be a little bit more lenient with team building because you have more items to kind of cover the units that will be a little bit more of a risk, like Bardock, potentially also the LR Tech Broly, taking damage maybe if you know, don't have much health left, and you know, he isn't the best at tanking damage. Like, even here, just to be safe, because we're literally at the very end, I'm going to pop another item. So, I mean, like, literally, like... So, yeah, you can be a bit more lenient and a little bit more a little more, what's the word I'm going for? A little bit more relaxed, I guess, with your item usage. I said just because you have 4 rather than 2, and again, there's 2 of each. But yeah, I think I'm so used to being in the ESBR mindset of being like, okay, like, there's 3 attacks, all 3 of these may kill me, or if I get supered, that's it, run's done. So yeah, maybe I thought, maybe I'm so like brainwashed and trained to do an ESBR that I'm just like extra safe. But yeah, there we go, revenge category done. As I said, if you don't have Bardock, I mean, you can run a full Resurrected Warrior team, especially if you do have the LR Tech Broly. I mean, that's the only way you can run the Resurrected Warrior team. You run both LR Brolys. They will put in work because the amount of damage they do, especially the LR Strength Broly, because he'll be getting AoEs and he has a built-in additional. You have any dupes in him, and he gets another additional, win-win, because he'll be doing big damage. Yeah, as I said, even if you do have Bardock, you might want to still run Resurrected Warriors because Bardock isn't great, but he will shine a bit in the final phase against Chilled, because you'll be getting all of his passive ticked off with the damage reduction, the additionals, the crits, all that good stuff. But I mean, yeah, let me know how you find the new SBR stages. I know a lot of people on social media have already completed them, but that's another one done. We've got Team Bardock left, Inhuman Deeds, Earthlings, which I don't know if I'll be able to do, but I'll see. Special Pose, Margin Power, Rapid Growth, All Out Struggle, Saviors. As I said, let me know how you're getting on with them, or have you finished all of them? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video, guys, and peace!